Dear my respectful viewer of Iman Islamic TV, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Dear my viewer, I hope you passed a good weekend. And that I'm here today again to talk about the religions. For last, I talked about the Buddhism, Hinduism, and Judaism. And today is my program about the Christianity. For the reason I am talking about the religions, because the God invisible creation or His creation and seen creations has been mentioned in these religions, books and texts. So that's why we have to know first about each religions, from the starting point, from the historic point, from the practicing, and from the believing. And also we have to find out what they say about the God invisible creation and their belief. So today my topic is Christianity, or the religion of Christianity. The Christianity is the second holiest religion which has angels involved. So all the prophets involved, and that's what I can call these are the holiest religions. Other than that, the other 19 fictional religions does not involve either the prophets or angels, but still they are human. Still they have some idea that which is not rejectable. So it is for the benefit of the human being, of course for themselves first. So anyway, today I'm talking about the Christianity. The cradle of the civilization back to 2000 or 2500 or some 2300 at least in Mesopotamia or the Middle East has been cited a birthplace of two religions, which is one Christianity, or which first was Judaism and Christianity. But the exact date of the foundation or establishing is unknown, but at the period of those century was the religions was developed and come out. The starting point of the Christianity was from the Levant of the city of Israel. For today, about 2017 years ago, according to Christian calendar. So Levant was a historical and a very famous because at the same time they around them they are called the Holy Land. So even the Levant is the name of the Greek, come out from the Roman. At the time of when Jesus was born, at that time was very crucial time, was because of the poverty, because of the pressure of the government on the people, also about the insupportable government and the taxation and the politics mostly, but the people was suffering. And the people, all of them, of course, all were Judaism or Jewish. And at the same time, they were, after history, they were very kind of, needy at the same time, poor. And because of the fighting of among themselves, they are make themselves down at that time. They fighting and they don't like each other, and then they become two sides, north and south. And the north was as I mentioned in the last week, they were the secularism system, and the south was about the religious idealist. So however, and the people was so much bad in those, at the same time the south part, most of them was in that area. They pray, they may supplication, they may make benedictions to God to bring the David, or like similar of a David, so to destroy this Roman authority or the Roman government from this area, and to become the peaceful, and they also people become too comfortable. So then the people, when they called always about the name of the David, because the David was about century before, somehow 80 years or 90 years ago, he had a very strong power at that time, and the people was very rich, and the people was religious, and the people was peaceful, everything. When after David was very, at that side of the Jerusalem was very bad, and that's why the people made a dua to God, please give us back again. Again, we have to know the David. The David is, in the Quran, name is Dawood, and this is as a prophet from God also. He was very powerful in the military, he was powerful in the ruling, and a very justice person. And at the same time, in the Quran mentioned it, I believe, if I remember, that the ayat from the surah to I forgot anyway, but this Quran, I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about them, say, Ya Dawood, inna ja'alnakum khalifa fil ardi fahkum bayna an-nasi bil haqqi wa tattabi'u khutuwatish wa tattabi'u al-hawa fayatluka sabila. It means, ask the Dawood, you will be khalifa, and you make the order to the among the people, and justice. Another place also I remember in Quran, so say the فَسَخَّرْنَا لَهُ الرِّيحُ تَجْرِي بِأَمْرِهِ رُخَاءً حَيْثُ أَصَابَ. And also God gave the Dawood that he was the wind, the hurricane was under his control. When he asked the wind to blow, and he blew, and he go to destroy all the people which was bad. So that's why at that time when the people will make a dua to bring such a kind of person back. So the Dawood was made a big temple, and then for praying, for everything, and the people loved and remember him, and then make dua to bring back him. But however, God sent somebody else, which is the definitely was supposed to be the Jesus. And the Jesus also is a lot of talking about him, because the Jesus is, like I said, he born in the Jerusalem, and but he was one of the very influential principle in the circle of the religion of Christianity, because during the young time he was not agree with whatever the Jewish said. Jewish people, of course, they are himself was from the Jewish family, but he kind of not reject, but he did not follow, but he brings something from himself. And then he starting ministry. At the same time, he went to one trip to India at the age of 25 some area, and then because of he heard because the first religion in the world is the Hinduism, and it has about 5,000 years at today's. At that time, or 3,000 before him, was history. And then he made a trip there to see how the spirituality, what they think, what they talk about. And after that, when he came back, in that time, he stand up to the one mountain. He gave a sermon. He gave speaking. He's talking. But before that, also he did not follow proper because the secular people was there, the religious people was by the name, or the people was even it's too much health or mixed with the Tanakh and with the another because as I said, that is the Torah was for two kinds talking. One was come by written from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a kind of written lawha, kind of sign in every place that God bring, because Musa alayhi salam was the one who talked with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then sometime Musa alayhi salam himself was talking, that call it oral, and the other one was written by sign, and some people was mixed it. So Jesus is still they go by the word of which is here written by the sign. He had it always, he followed that, but the oral, and because the people was mixed it, he didn't like it. He gave a question, he was starting argument, something, but the people become against him. So, and what happened, also one day he went to the Jerusalem and to the Bayt al-Muqaddas, and he saw a lot of musicians, a lot of things as business, and he said, no, it is not right. This is for the worship place. You Jewish, you have to take out from this area. do not bring those kind of business, those kind of musician, those kind of things. So that's why the Jewish become against them. So, and then right now I give you a break and I come back, inshallah, I'll talk more about it.